Hello, I welcome all of you in the fourth lecture of this lecture series. Effects of insomnia. In our day to day life, according to the National Institute of Medical Sciences, says that 90% of the people could face problem of depression who are facing the problem of insomnia. So 90 to 95% people are going to face this problem of depression if you're not sleeping properly at all. Other 3 points which are related to our day-to-day life and which are directly linked to a day-to-day life in all spheres of our life. First of all, the mental performance is going to be affected. This could be the first sign and this could be the first effect. If you are facing problems in order to recall things, if you are facing problems in order to understand simple concepts, if you are facing problems to explain those concepts with your colleagues, with some people in your social circle, that means you are facing certain problems back of your mind and you need certain consideration. Sometimes when you start paying attention on certain things, you actually start solving those problems. First, you have to pay a clear attention if you are facing this problem. Do not ever neglect it. If you are facing problem in order to recall things, that doesn't mean that you have gadgets these days and you can easily just type few words and you can just write some prompts and you're gonna get the answer. Technology and usage of AI is one thing, but your mental abilities, your mental power is another thing. So as a human being, you are not supposed to completely depend on some gadgets and tools in your day-to-day life as well. Using of technology and your mental health, these are two different things. The second thing is if you're facing depression. Depression means that you feel the sense of isolation and you are a little bit disconnected with the world. Why? Because your mind is not functioning properly and you are not able to enjoy those things which you could enjoy or experience when you are in the normal mental state. So I'm not trying to relate sleeping disorders, insomnia with the mental disorder. What I'm trying to tell is it is directly related to your emotions and your patterns in your day-to-day life. If you're not sleeping properly, that means you are going to struggle with these issues by all means. The third important part is your behavior will experience little bit changes when you are not physically fit or you are not experiencing that fitness. For sure, when you are not sleeping properly, you will feel fatigue, you will feel dizziness, and you will be not that much active as you should be. For example, if you are a student, if you are a teacher, if you are working, if you are doing some research, if you are a businessman in any sphere of your life, if you are feeling fatigue, so what you are going to do in your social circle? Obviously, there are some people whom you have to ask question. There are some people whom you have to give answers. There is public. If you're a businessman, then you have to address those people via your marketing, via your products, or with any sort of interaction. When you are in the state of fatigue, when you are in the state of depression, when you are in the state of little mental disturbance, then you will not able to communicate or manage these things properly. So the initial signs could be among any of these. There are so many other things, there are so many studies available. But this lecture series was designed to provide you a minor introduction to get familiar with this issue, to understand what sort of problems could be the part of your life and how these problems could affect you. In the last lesson, we will talk about the solution and way forwards to manage these problems, at least in our day to day life. Thank you so much.